Hello again. We are back to Spirit Island with Lord of the Deep Wilderness. I'm playing against Habsburg monarchy and with the scenario Dahan Insurrection. This is something I explained you could do when I was explaining it in the tutorial, but I've never done it. But it is something you can do. You can mix the scenario and adversary an adversary. You just keep in mind both rules and you have to apply all of the rules of both scenario and the adversary. All right, let's get to it. So let me do the setup here first, then I get to the spirit. So we have these 6 boards. I'm gonna roll a d6. 1, so A. Put the Dahan in jungle here, 1 in the wetland here, 1 in the mountain here, and 2 in sand. Have a town here, a city here, and a blight here. Then we have a disease here, and the beast goes in land number 1. But just a second, sorry, I have to take a quick break. Oh, sorry about that. I had to take that. Now, let's get to Habsburg. Additional loss condition, irreparable damage. Take track how many blight comes off the blight card during the ravage that do 8 or more damage to the land. If that number ever exceeds player, invaders win. So there's only one player here. If any ravage does 8 or more damage and blight comes off, so that would be one blight. Next time this happens, you automatically lose. Escalation 6 prime territory. After exploding on each board with 4 or fewer blight, add 1 town to a land without town or blight, and each board with 2 or fewer, do that again. So as I said, we are playing level 3. Level 1 is going to be migratory herders. After normal build step, in each land matching a build card, gather 1 town to a land not matching the build card. So for that we have this reminder. And 2. More rural than urban. During setup on each board, add 1 town to land number 2 and 1 town to the highest number land without setup symbol. So 1 town here, 1 town here. During play, when invader build 1 city in inland, they instead build 2 towns. That's the reminder for that. And when making invader deck, remove 1 additional stage 1 card. So it's going to be 2 stage 1 instead of 3. Let's set up the invader deck already. So we have the scenario Dahan Insurrection, citing strategic importance. The invader government refused to back down in the face of nebulous fear and rumors of supernatural. They sent waves of personnel to support the colony in response to Dahan belligerence. This scenario is notably easier for spirit with versatile Dahan movement, for example, Thunder Speaker, for a spirit at moving or destroying cities or towns, for example, a reverse represent. This scenario is notably harder when playing versus adversaries that build a lot of town or city, like Kingdom of England. So, the scenario rule, constant raiding. Whenever Dahan move from one land to another, each Dahan that moves does 1 damage in their land. Damage happens after fully resolving the power or other effect which moved them. If a power moves Dahan multiple times, it only does damage in the land where it ends up. And military response, whenever a city is destroyed, add 1 town to the nearest land with Dahan. Whenever a town is destroyed, add 1 explorer to the nearest land with Dahan. Add the new invader after fully resolving the power or effect which destroyed the world. Coordinate Insurrection. If you reach 3rd level victory, so if we reach this one, immediately damage invader in every land on the board as if they were fighting back after ravage. If this does not fulfill victory condition on this card, you lose. So the victory condition, we have it here. The normal fear-based victory is not available. Instead, for 3rd level 2, there are no lands where cities or town outnumber Dahan, and for 3rd level 3 or more, there is fewer than 1 land per player where Dahan or cities outnumber Dahan. Additional loss condition, there are fewer than 2 Dahan left per player alive. Right. The fear for level 3 is going to be 4, 5, and 3. Oops. Alright, we have 3 for level 3. Where did they put the markers? Just a second. Five in level 2 and 4 in level 1. Have the Blighted Island cards. So we have 2 blight per player, plus 1 because of the Jagged Earth rule that was revised. Shuffling the events. Actually, the events and power don't have that much effect on the setup. Let me do these last while I'm shuffling them. I can talk about the spirit. Alright, let me talk about the spirit first, then I shuffle the major and minor parts. Lord of the Deep Wilderness. Most early Dahan settlements clustered along the coast. Most early Dahan settlements clustered along the coast. From time to time, a handful of residents would get a distant look in their eyes and stride off into the heart of the island. No pleading or reason dissuading them from seeking some distant god only they could hear. Many of these involuntary wanderers survived and settled together in time. They may have hastened the first reckoning, as they relied much more on agriculture than they did their fishing brethren along the coast. A few wanderers spoke in voices of wonder mingled with fear, of finding the spirit that called them ever further inward. But most never even saw it, only felt its distant beckoning. So put 3 presents on your starting board, 2 in land number 8 and 1 in land number 7. Add 1 beast to land number 7. Sorry, to land number 8. Playstyle very focus on interior is best option for coastals or draw the invaders inland or turn cities and town into explorer, then draw them inland. Like the interior to be dangerous, full of badland, beast, disease, and wild. Ideally, where its presence is. Has better than average potential of containing invaders and setting up a zone safe from explorers, but the coast may get messy while doing so. So here you can see the summary of powers. The utility is very low, the rest of them are pretty good, and the complexity is moderate. Let me do the last part of the setup, the exploring mountain. And invader card advances. So, a special rule, home of the islands. Your presence may only be added or moved to lands that are inland. So we can't have presence on the coastal lands. Entral of foreign explorer for each of your presence in inland, ignore up to 2 explorer during the ravage setup. During the ravage step and any ravage action. So for every presence, you ignore the ravage of up to 2 explore. What are the innate powers? For fake society to chase after dreams. It's a slow range 1, target land must have invaders. After this power replaces a piece with explorer, gather any number of those explorers into your inlands. If target land has any city or town remaining, 1 here. So how can you change pieces into explorer? For 2 moon, you can replace 1 explorer with 1 explorer. The point of it is that when you do that, then you can move them because of this part of it. With 2 moon and 1 air, instead replace what town with 2 explorer, and 3 moon, 2 air, and 1 animal. Instead replace 1 city with 3 explorer. If we have 3 air, we can repeat this power. Whichever side we use, we can repeat it. Never heard from again. It's slow again. Range 0, target land is inland. If this power destroy any explorer, 1 fear. If this power destroys 5 or more explorer, plus 1 fear. So 1 fire, 3 plant is add 1 badland. 2 plant destroy up to 2 explorer per badland, beast, disease, or wild. 4 moon, 1 animal, 2 damage, and 4 plant, 1 animal, 2 damage, and 6 plant, you can repeat the power. The cards, I'm gonna explain them as I play them. Like most spirit, it starts with 4 cards. That I'm gonna explain as I play them. The growth option, you choose 2, but you don't have like a free option to choose from each side. From these 2, you choose 1. From these 2, you choose 1. So from the first one, you can reclaim card and gain 1 energy, or you can add Explorer up to 4 away, but as the rule says, it has to be inland, you can add it to coastal. For the other one, you gain Moon, Air, or Plant, one of these element, and 2 energy. And or the other option is you gain a card. Alright. So from this side of the growth option, I'm adding a presence. I can't add a presence here, so I think I want to add it here. That is adjacent to both of them. And from here, I'm gonna get 1 energy. Is that going to be enough? I think I'm gonna need more than one, so I'm gonna go with this option. I'm gonna get the cards later. So getting 2 energy. And one of these elements, I'm gonna decide the element in a second. I'm gonna get another energy from here. And that's it. Yeah. So I'm gonna play these 2 cards, which is gonna cost me all of my energy. I need to decide which of these elements I'm getting as well. I do have the 2 air and 1 2 moon and 1 air. I can't get to this one. So it doesn't matter if I get one of these. So I just get a plant, I guess. So for here, I could choose an element. I'm gonna choose a plant. But I don't have any fast power. We go to invaders though. They're building in mountain. After building, they gather 1 town from a place not matching the build card. Exploring in wetland. Exploring here and invader card advances. Oh, by the way, I should have flipped the event and not resolved it. The Jagged Earthsuit, the first event, you don't resolve it, you just flip it. Alright. We go to slow powers. I'm resolving this first. I'm adding a Badland. One fear. And I'm adding a beast in range 1. push up to 2 Dahan, there is no Dahan. I'm resolving this one, gather up to 2 Explorer. I'm gathering only 1 Explorer. Gather up to 2 Town. I'm gathering this one. Let us stay. I'm gathering this one and this one. Gather up to 2 Beasts. And gather up to 2 Dahan. So I'm gathering these two. The Dahan Insurrection rule, whenever I gather Dahan, I can do 1 damage per Dahan, so I can do 2 damage here, plus 1 because it's a Badland. So I'm gonna do 3 damage. This is destroyed, 1 fear. The military response, I have to add Explorer to the nearest land with Dahan, which is this land. I'm going to do the Forsake Society to chase after the dream. I have 2 moons and 1 air. So I can replace this town with 2 explorer. I'm replacing it, I'm not destroying it, so I don't get any fear and I don't have to resolve this military response. After I do that, I can gather any number of them into one of my land. I'm gathering these 2 in this land. If the target has any town or city remaining, 1 fear, there is a town remaining, I get 1. Then I'm doing this, never heard again from. I have 2 plans. Destroy up to 2 explorer per Badland or Beast. So I can destroy up to 6. There are only 3 here. So these are all destroyed. This power did destroy anything, so that's 1 fear. That's a fear card. Passes, there's nothing that is injured, so we just go to the next. I add another presence. Actually, let me do this first. I think I want to get a power card. So yeah, let me do that first, then I decide where I want to add my presence. So I'm gaining a power card, gaining a miner. Here there must be monster. You may push 1 explorer town or Dahan, what to fear. If the target land has any beast, that's another fear. That's actually a good card for lore. Call to trade. You may gather 1 Dahan. If the third level is 2 or lower, gather 1 town, and the first ravage in the target land becomes a build instead. Blood draws predators. After the next time invaders are destroyed in the target lands, add 1 beast, then 1 damage per beast, max 3 damage. Oh, that's pretty good. I'm probably going with that. Let me see what this one is. Vision of Doom, 1 fear. push one explorer or town if I have 2 fire plus 1 fear. They're all pretty good. But I think I'm going with one of these two. This has fire and animal. This has moon, air, and animal. The thing is, if I go with this one, there is a good chance that I can get rid of everything here. That's pretty strong. The thing is, I'm planning to play this anyway. There is no way I can get to 2 moons this turn anyway. Yeah, let's go with that. Alright. So I know this is going to be my card play. So I'm gonna add a presence from here. And I'm going to add it here. They are both fast. I have 2 fire, 1 plant, 2 that's it. Fortunate. Works with none of them. Let me look at these cards again. None of I don't have any of my innate power. Yeah, I can't do anything about it. Alright. I'm playing this one here. After the next time invader are destroyed in the target land, add 1 beast, then 1 damage per beast, max 3 damage. I'm doing this one here, 1 damage per beast, disease, wild or Batland. There is a beast here, I'm doing 1 damage, destroying Explore. After I do that, I can do this. Add 1 beast. Then each beast does 1 damage, that's 2 damage. Destroys the hound, that's 1 fear. Military response, I have to add a explorer to the nearest land with, to the closest land with go to events. Focus farming. We are in Healthy Island. On each boat, add 1 explorer and 1 town to a land with town or blight. Have to either add it here or here. Over here. I have ways of dealing with it here next round with my fast powers. So yeah, I think I add it here. Add the Explorer and the on each board, destroy 2 Explorer among lands with beasts. These 2 are gone. These 2 are gone. Opening of a story and season. Each spirit with at least 3 Dahan among its lands gain 1 energy and may reclaim 1 card. I do have 3 Dahan, so I gain 1 energy. I probably have to reclaim card anyway, but I do reclaim this card, then I see what I'm doing. I have 1 fear card, we enter level 1. Each player choose a different land with Dahan in each defense 2. This is useless for. Alright. We are ravaging in mountain, nothing to ravage, nothing to ravage. Building in wetland. Here disease comes up. Here they would be building a city, but because it's inland, the effect of Habsburg, they're building 2 town instead. Exploring coastal lands, so no escalation. And invader card advances. This got gnarly really fast with this coastal land. I have to deal with it soon. But time passes. I can't play the same 2 cards again. And do 3 damage here, add 1. These do another 3 damage. But I don't think just adding it. I don't think I want to keep playing the same card. The problem is if I don't do anything here, I'm going to lose 2 Dahan here, 1 Dahan here. I did playing based on doing that, but I don't think it's the most optimal thing to do it. I did add like the town and everything here, thinking that I would do that. I think I have to do that. It is what it is. Alright. I'm reclaiming my card and gaining 1 energy. I'm also gaining a power card. I'm gonna gain. Oh, wait. I'm planning to play this. I get a land, can do this. It's kind of useless. Need 4 plant for this, 3 plant for this, which I don't have. 1 moon won't help me. Yeah, I'm just gonna get the power card. Potent of disaster, 2 fear. Next time an invader is destroyed in target land, distant 1 fear. Fire in the sky, 2 fear. Add 1 strife. Mesmerize tranquility. Isolate target land. Each invader does -1 damage. And gift of power, gain a minor. This is actually it's not bad. It has moon and plant. This only has animal. I think Potent of Disaster has both moon and air. That's my best bet. Although I do like the strife. But it doesn't have moon. I already have too many cards with fire, and I only need like one fire anyway. Yeah, I think I'm going with Potent of Disaster. I need to use my elements, otherwise I'm going to be in trouble. But I'm going to get 2 energy from here. And I'm playing Bloodthrust Predator and Swallowed by the Villains. Gonna cost me 1. This is gonna cost me 1. We go to Fastball. I'm playing this one here. So next time Invader are destroyed, I add 1 Beast and 1 damage per beast. I'm doing this one here, 2 Fear. I don't think I got my 2 Fear last time. When I played it here, I don't think I got my 2 Fear. I should have had 2 Fear from here. Yeah, I only got the Fear from defeating the city. Alright, now 2 Fear, so 1 Fear, Fear card, another Fear. Then 1 damage per beast, disease, wild or badland. That's 3 damage because of the badland becomes 4. That's these 2 towns destroyed. The military response when town is destroyed, we add explorer to the next land with then this effect trigger, the invader destroyed, we add 1 beast. Each beast does 1 damage, maximum 3. Because of the backland, it becomes 4. These 2 are destroyed. That's another 2 fear. And we add 2 explorer. Alright. We go to event. We are in a stage 2. Slow fortification. After advancing invader cards, invaders build in 1 terrain not shown on any invader's action. If there is no such terrain, nothing happens. I have to put a reminder then. Each beast deals 2 damage. Remove any token that destroys cities or towns. There's nothing left here. This does 4 damage. Destroy all of these. None of them are cities or towns, so I don't have to remove any. On each board, add 1 Dahan to a mountain or sand with Dahan. Don't have any sand with Dahan. I'm gonna add. I'm gonna put this here. Don't forget. Right, we go to Fear card. We are still in terror level 1. Each player may replace 1 town with 2 explorer, 1 fear per player who does that. I can only do it here. Each player remove one explorer from a land matching ravage card. That is sense of threat. Right. We go to invader phase. They're ravaging in wetland, nothing to ravage here. They're ravaging here, so that is 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a blight. It's not 8 or more, so I don't have to worry about that. They're building in coastal land, so a town here, the town here, the town here. Exploring in jungle. So explorer here, there is no source here. Then we have this. Invaders build in one terrain not shown under any invader actions. So it can't be in coastal land. I don't know, I guess I build in sand. Yeah. So I'm gonna say they're building in sand, nothing to build here, nothing to build here. That's it, no sand is shown here. Oh, by the way, when this happened, I should have done the escalation first. On each board with 4 or fewer blight, add 1 town to a land without town or blight. On each board with 2 or fewer, do that again. We do have 2 or fewer, so we have to do that twice. Is that before exploring or after exploring? After exploring. So I don't have to worry about this still. So I'm going to add 1 here and cut. Then I do this. They build in one terrain not shown any invader action. Any invader card I'm building in sand. I don't know if this triggers or not. After the normal build setup. This is not the normal build setup, so they don't gather anywhere. But then invader card advances. Now I regret not playing this. I got too greedy here with the fear and stuff. Should have gathered more stuff here with this. Now I can't. And I'm about to lose this. Don't need the energy. Let me add a presence. Let me get a card. Maybe I can do something about it. Twilight Fight bring madness. 1 strive. Push 1 Dahan. Each remaining Dahan takes 1 damage. The Sky Herald, the Season of Return. A spirit with presence on target. Board may add 1 of their destroyed presence. Gather up to 2 Dahan. Push 1 Blight. Devouring Ants. 1 damage. 1 fear, 1 damage, destroy 1 Dahan. If the target land is jungle or sand, plus 1 damage. And call to migrate, gather up to 3 Dahan or push up to 3 Dahan. I think this goes the best with my elements. None of them are going to do what I'm planning to do, so that doesn't matter. Problem is I'm about to cascade like a million times. Like I really played the last round so optimally. This is about to get blight, this is about to get blight, and when this gets blight, everything is blighted, so I'm gonna get double cascade. That could just end the game right now. I don't have any fast power that can mitigate. I added this. I'm also going to add a presence. I'm going to add a presence from here. Add it. Playing softly beacon every inward, and I'm gonna play Perseus of Deeper Silence. Oh, I think I just lose. This is about to do 8 damage and in 2 light comes off. Don't know if that is like 2 different ravages or if it's like cascade, I just lose. Like how many blight comes off the blight card during ravages that do 8 plus damage to the land. If that number ever exceeds player, invaders win. Yeah, I think if that cascade, I just lose. Don't think there is anything I can do about it. Just have to hope that the event does something, otherwise I just lose. Alright, I'm getting 2 energy from here. Yeah, last one I played really badly. I should have foreseen this coming. This was important, but not as important that I just ignored the whole coastal land. Alright. I don't have any fast power. We go to event. We are still healthy island. In the land with the most town, replace 2 town with 2 cities. If there is only 1 instead, replace it with 1 city. All of them have only 1 town. I'm just going to do it here. But let me do it here. I'm going to replace it with 1 city. This chase after homesteader and each boat push up to 2 explorer or 1 city from land with beast. Can push this, I don't want to. When invader ravage in the land, when they invade the ravage, if the land has Dahan, defend 2. Defend 2 here. Yeah, I don't see how I can avoid that loss. I'm just annoyed that it should have been so obvious last round. I just ignored it. This got to my head that I want to do this, and I just forgot to think about the thing here. That was easy to foresee. I should have foreseen it. Alright. We go to invader phase. They're ravaging coastal land. They're ravaging 4 here. Because of the Han, I'm defended 2. So 1 Dahan destroyed. Light. Dahan fights back. Destroy this town. 1 fear. The military response, I add 1 explorer here. Here they're ravaging 3. That's another blight. Blighted island card. A still healthy island immediately on each fort building 3 lands. Build action in lands without invaders. Normally build 1 town. So in 3 land, I have to build. Yes, I'm just gonna build everywhere. And there will be 2 blight here. This one ravage, blight. It cascades to another blight. So we go to blighted island. So this goes away. We immediately flip whatever it is, but it doesn't matter because there will be like 3rd blight. In a ravage that did 8 blight, I had like 2 or more blight comes off. So that's the extra loss condition. So that's how you play poorly against Habsburg. I don't know if I have time to restart it. I don't think I have time to restart it, but I will play this again next time. This is an interesting puzzle that I wanted to show how it works. What annoys me the most is that the problem was not the Dahan insurrection. The problem was that I just ignored this place too much, and last round I knew that this is going to be a problem. I still ignored it. I should have put a presence here, played this last round, pulled some invader out from there. But I just saw it too late. I just got too focused on this land and saw it too late. Anyway, but next time I'm going to play the same thing. We'll see how it goes next time. Alright, anyway. That was Lure of the Deep Wilderness in the Han Insurrection and Habsburg Monarchy. And we'll see how it goes next. If you have any comment or remarks or question, let me know. I try to get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy gaming.